11 games have come and gone here in the battle in the 7-4-0 second annual at the Waller Gymnasium at Shawnee State University. We've reached what will be the final act as the South Point Pointers will take on the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions to cap up what has been a really good 2 days of basketball here. Kenneth Hay along with John Bruce. And Bruce, what are you expecting from this matchup tonight?
I think it's a good capper on the night. We had a couple of instant classics. I think this one has the chance to follow in that. And a couple teams that I think people maybe didn't have the highest thoughts of coming into the season, but they've both played pretty well so far. I believe Courthouse started off 4-2. And then, this is a South Point team just 1-2 right now, but took an outstanding Fairland team to overtime and the limit a couple of days ago. So I think this is a team that while their one win was a buzzer beater over at Portsmouth, they're a team that, because they're so well coached, two well coached teams, they're going to come out, they're going to battle, and they're going to be in most games throughout the season.
Well, for South Point, big loss this last year, losing two-time OVC Player of the Year Caleb Lovely, who's now at Malone, but bringing back a pretty excellent returner in Braden Hanshaw, among others. But that was my key player I pointed out for this matchup tonight.
Yeah, Hanshaw was the player that got them to overtime the other night. He had a nice dribble drive score in the closing seconds against Fairland. He can do a little bit of everything, does a good job off the drive, and also can score with his back to the basket as well if needed. So for the Pointers, he's been a standout. And for the Blue Lions, Noah Heathcock, one of the only players in the Southeast District who's been able to put up 25-plus multiple times this year, as he's had an outstanding start to his junior year.
Yeah, I pointed out him along with number 13, Roman Shajewski, as my highlight players for this matchup tonight for the Blue Lions.
I think we just got to keep saying Shajewski just to make sure we're saying it correctly. He's had an outstanding start to his senior year as well. A fairly young team for the Blue Lions. A lot of juniors on this roster, a couple of sophomores as well. But it should be a fun outing here as we get things started in game 12.
Along with those two for the Blue Lions, you'll have number 2, Justin Everhart, number 3, Bryson Heath, and number 10, Javin Baker, rounding out their starting lineup. And for the Pointers, it'll be number 3, Braden Hanshaw, number 4, Devon Lewis, number 5, Ethan Hunt, 11, Austin Evans, and 23, Ethan Lane.
Should have a fun matchup here. Washington and South Point, two pretty fairly opposite directions in the Southeast District.
Start of the game, Shajewski feeds down to Haithcock, and he finishes for the first points of the game.
Yeah, good start there. Nicely designed play. Getting a layup for your big to get things going.
Lewis feeds it down to Hanshaw. He'll go to work down the paint. He'll dribble out. Over to Evans. To Lewis. Back down to Hanshaw. He'll go to work. He'll put up a shot. And it falls for South Point's opener of the game.
Nice little jump hook there from Hanshaw that you can tell they want to try to get him the ball. Does a nice job scoring with his back to the basket to get things going.
Haithcock near side. Gives it to Heath. He'll drive, kick, Baker. Backward to Haithcock. Everhart has it. Haithcock drives in, kicks out. Baker, he'll drive for the baseline. Jump, hop step, shot, good.
Nice job there by Baker just getting to the lane.
And a steal here for Courthouse. Baker has it. He'll drive. He'll pull it back out.
Bryson
They'll
Heath jumping the passing lane there. First turnover of the contest for the Pointers.
Everett had it up top. Ball pressure. That'll be a foul. That'll be on number 5, Ethan Hunt. First foul of the game.
The conclusion of the battle of 7-4-0 here at Shawnee State.
Lane will get his hands on the ball there. It'll remain Blue Lion basketball with 6:29 left on the clock in the first quarter. 4-2 lead for Washington. Feed it in. Haithcock, he'll go to work. He'll put it up, and his shot's good.
Nice job there by Haythcock, just being patient, getting to the opposite side of the rim and finishing.
Lewis will drive in. Can't get the finish. Haythcock the rebound. Baker will push it for Courthouse. Thought about pulling it, besides not, so he'll feed it down. Shajewski, pass stolen. Be notified Ethan Hunt. Hanshaw pulls up. His midi can't fall. Rebound Shajewski. Haythcock gets the screens from Shajewski. He'll drive in. He'll kick. Baker driving baseline. Shajewski, elbow, drives in. Puts up a shot, and it falls.
Nice tough shot in the lane there from Shajewski. His first two, an 8-2 lead now for the Blue Lions.
Hanshaw kicks it to Lewis. He'll feed down. Be Ethan Lane. His shot no good. Rebound Haythcock. Kicks it over. Everhart. Back to Haythcock near the volleyball line. Baker has it near wing. Shajewski, top of the key, feeds it down. Haythcock, he'll go to work, passes it out. That'll be a three-point attempt, and that's good from Justin Everhart. That'll cause South Point to call their first timeout of the game. Will be a 30-second timeout. 11-2 Blue Lions. We have 5:04 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's just where Haythcock scored a couple times on the interior. That time he backs down and he's able to make the nice kick out pass where Justin Everhart splashes the triple.
Good team play so far with the Blue Lions. A lot of players touching the ball every possession, not just one guy feeding it around, but as you said, Haythcock, he's been the center of that offense so far.
Yeah, doing a good job, scoring a couple times on the interior. That time just setting up the offense. If you can run your stuff through the posts and you have guys that can knock down shots on the outside, it's going to make you a really dangerous team. And that's why Washington's out to their 4-2 start to the season.
Start of the timeout will be South Point ball. Hanshaw inbounding to Lewis. South Point through the motion, gets it to Hanshaw. On the wing, hands off to Davon Lewis. Three-pointer is good.
Yeah, nice job there by Lewis coming off the screen. Just getting his feet set, knocking that triple down. It's a big shot for South Point. It was a 9-0 run before that.
Shajewski going to work, pulls up from three. His shot no good. Rebound Hunt for South Point. He'll push it. Feeds it over. That's Hanshaw. He'll drive down the baseline. He'll go up, and he'll finish.
That was a beautiful rip and drive there by Hanshaw. Cut this lead down to 4. Halfway through the first.
Haythcock, near wing. Kicks it over to Baker. He'll shoot a three. His three-pointer's good.
Good find on the drive. Baker knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
Lewis, Baker on him. Dribbling near side. Loses the dribble.
Yep. It ends up being an offensive foul on Lewis. It's kind of a weird situation on the play because you see Baker's fired up, so he claps. He does it kind of close to Lewis. Lewis just puts his hand out, a little shove off, a pretty easy call. Just want to get him out, get him calmed down real quick. Good hands there by Hanshaw.
Haythcock ends up with it, and he'll be fouled. Send him to the line to shoot 2.
The Hanshaw read that well, gets a hand on it, but ultimately is not able to get enough on it. Haythcock draws the foul, the first on Landon Vance.
Haythcock's first attempt up, and good.
Apologize if there's any human bodies in the way right here with the sellout crowd up top. Some people are standing in between, which is in our camera view.
Second free throw up. They're going to be rebounded by South Point's Braden Hanshaw.
First board of the game for Hanshaw to go along with his 4 points.
Gives over to Hunt.
Colton Laneman Spurlock into the game for the first time here for South Point.
Ethan Hunt, ball tipped. Ends back up with it. Gives over to Vance. Feed down, Hanshaw. Far elbow, kicks it over. Layman Spurlock looking around. Ball is thrown, ends up in the hands of Hunt. He'll shoot. Shot's no good. Hanshaw, offensive rebound, poked away by Baker. Lane, shot, midi, good.
Yeah, just a lot of activity on the play there. Good hustle by Hanshaw to keep that play alive. Then Lane knocks down the midi to make it a 6-point game.
Ball will be tipped by Ethan Lane out of bounds. Baker trying to find Heath. It'll be Blue Lion ball, 2:29 left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, Lane's read a couple passes well over on that sideline, just been unable to gather either of them.
Heath over to Baker. His three-point attempt. No good to be rebounded by Ethan Hunt of South Point. He'll push it. Feeds it over to Lane. He'll pull up. His mid-range, no good for the baseline. Haithcock with the rebound.
Third board already for Haithcock.
Everhart drives in. Can't get the finish. Shavevsky puts it up with the follow.
Good work there from Shavevsky to just follow that one up. Now it's a 8-point advantage for the Blue Lions.
Lane driving, kicks at Hanshaw. Feeds it over to Hunt. Back to Hanshaw, down low. Shot is up, can't finish with the foul.
It doesn't finish because of Haithcock coming from the backside. Although the foul will be called on Baker.
His first foul of the night.
So Haithcock must have got that clean. So good feed into Hunt, or from Hunt to Hanshaw. Hers first trip to the line. First trip to the line overall for the Pointers as well.
Hanshaw's first free throw. Up and good.
5 now for the senior.
Austin Evans check in. And Cooper Robertson check in for the Blue Lions. Hanshaw's second free throw, also good.
6 now.
17-11 Blue Lions with 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Heath working with it, over to Baker. He'll drive, Haithcock near corner, kicks it, Heath, Baker. He'll drive in, he'll put up a shot. His floater's no good. Haithcock hits it back in. Ball everywhere. Baker ends up with it in his own backcourt. We'll have a foul here. That'll be on Ethan Lane of South Point. It'll be Blue Lions ball with 1:07 left to play in the first quarter.
It could be the first foul on Ethan Lane after it appeared that South Point had about 3 or 4 chances to get the ball, just never able to gather.
Baker will have it, working with a 6-point lead over the Pointers right now. Haithcock in the corner. Feeds it back to Heath. Courthouse working the ball around right now. Ball just making it way it's around the wing right. Baker. Back to Haithcock, back to Baker.
May see them hold for one.
Haithcock will shoot a three, and it's good.
Yeah, you either hold for one or hold for the best one, and you get the best one there as Baker knocks down the three. He's got 8.
Hunt won't take the screen from Hanshaw. He'll drive in. Kick back out to Hanshaw. He'll take the screen this time. Hanshaw on the roll, puts it up. No good, gets his offensive rebound. Feeds it over. Lane's three-point attempt is no good. Hanshaw tips it again, but it'll end up in the hands of Bryson Heath as the clock expires for the first quarter. You're watching the second annual Battle in the 740 Ohio High School Boys Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Second quarter set to be underway soon as the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions hold a 20-11 lead over the South Point Pointers after one.
Yeah, a lot of it comes from Noah Haithcock. 8 points, 4 rebounds for the junior, who's had an outstanding start to his junior season. Roman Chavetsky, 4 points, a couple rebounds as well. Javan Baker with 5 points. He's played well as well. So for the Pointers, they've gotten some good action out of Braden Hanshaw, a 3 from Devon Lewis, and 2 from Ethan Lane. They got to get some extra scoring in there as well to give Hanshaw a little bit of extra help. But a good first quarter for the Blue Lions.
Pointers will start with the ball this quarter. It'll be Devon Lewis with the ball, running the offense for the Pointers. He'll kick it over. Ball working around now. Over to Hanshaw. He'll drive in, feed it down. Pass can't connect, but it'll get over to Lane, and he'll shoot. It won't connect, but the rebound fought over eventually will end up with the Blue Lions.
Cooper Robertson does a good job of controlling that.
Heath has it in the corner. Will feed it back to Baker. Over to Lindsay. Heath looking to feed it down to Haithcock. He'll get it. Feeds it back out to Heath. He'll shoot a 3. It's a little short, and it'll be rebounded by the Pointers.
Third board for Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt loses the ball. Heath has it, and he'll be fouled. It'll be another foul on Ethan Hunt for the Pointers. It'll be Blue Lion basketball.
Yeah, good hands out top by Bryson Heath. Gets the steal. And then it's just kind of an unfortunate bounce there that leads to a foul against Ethan Hunt. Be his second.
See Cameron Miller come in for the Pointers, and Shajewski check back in for the Blue Lions. Bryson Heath will inbound for the Blue Lions. Haithcock off the inbound. Miller on him. Screen from Lindsay. He'll drive in. He'll put it up. Can't finish with the foul. His second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, 1 for 2 on his first trip. He does such a good job of changing pace and doing a good job driving baseline there, and he's going to get to the base or get to the foul line once again. 8 points, 4 rebounds for him on the night.
Just a good screen by Lindsay before that drive that eventually leads to this attempt, and his first free throw will fall for Noah Haithcock.
Yeah, sometimes things like good solid screens are overlooked, and that was a good call out there. 10 now for Noah Haithcock.
Lewis feeds down to Hanshaw. He'll pull up. No good. Rebound Shajewski. We'll have a double dribble here. It'll be South Point basketball with 6:46 left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, only the second turnover for the Blue Lions.
Devon Lewis will inbound. Lane will track it down. Lewis, he'll drive, reverse, can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped to Hanshaw, and he'll put it up, and it's good.
Good job by Landon Vance keeping that play alive. The tip goes directly to Hanshaw for the layup.
Haithcock working with it. He'll take the screen from Lindsay. He'll kick it over. Shajewski, he'll drive baseline. Baker thought about the three, won't take it. Kicks it over to Haithcock. All the way around. Shajewski has it. Driving, Lindsay. Back to Shajewski. He'll go to work. Kick it out. Baker.
It's really good patience here for the Blue Lions.
Looking for a good shot. Baker thought about the three, won't take it. He'll drive. Gives over to Lindsay. Ball is tipped. Lewis, active hands as Lane has it. He'll drive. Can't finish, but will be fouled.
Huh. Thought Shevetsky was good on that. Just
Looked like a clean block from our angle.
Yeah, must have got him on the body, but up top was good. It's going to be first two free throw attempts now for Ethan Lane.
First three throws up and connects.
He's got 3 on the evening.
See Case and Pope check in for the Pointers.
Four now for Ethan Lane.
Haithcock.
Thought there may have been a shuffle there. No call.
Baker off the handoff. Haithcock. Shajewski.
It's going to tear away here.
Lewis will end up with the ball. Good steal. He'll drive. Can't finish. Rebounded by Miller. He's blocked by Haithcock. It's back up with Lane, and Baker will tip it out of bounds.
Yeah, good job hustling back. Nice play by Cameron Miller to keep that alive, but a nice chase down block from Noah Haithcock.
Pope will inbound for the Pointers. Gets it into Lewis. Off the screen from Hanshaw. He'll drive in. Gives it to Hanshaw. He'll put up a shot and finish.
Nice, crafty behind the back pass there. Hanshaw now with 10. Give the credit on the assist to Devon Lewis.
Well, a timeout here will be Blue Lions timeout. 30-second timeout. (22-17) Blue Lion lead as there's 4:49 left in the first half.
Yeah, they've done a good job cutting into this deficit. I believe it got up to 11 on those free throws from Haithcock early, but a couple of baskets from Braden Hanshaw, and then a couple free throws from Ethan Lane, getting some good minutes from Lewis and Hunt as well. Just the Pointers just got to keep battling, keep plugging away. Eventually you can get yourself back into this game if you can slow down what Haithcock's been able to do, which they've had a hard time with it so far, as evidence of his 10 points, 4 rebounds, and that big block on the last possession as well.
So after the timeout, it'll be Blue Lion basketball. Baker will bring it down for the Blue Lions as they look to get the offense going. South Point brings pressure, leaves Heath. He'll feed down to Shajewski, and he'll finish in the foul.
Great ball movement there. Baker does a good job of being patient when the pressure was coming to him, finding Heath, and then Heath with a nice heady pass for the layup.
This will be Shajewski's first trip to the line tonight.
Second foul on Ethan Lane.
Shajewski's extra free throw is up. Can't finish. Rebound tipped around. Shajewski ends back up with it, kicks out to Heath. He'll pull a three. Can't connect. It'll be Devon Lewis with the rebound for the Pointers. He'll push it. Heath on him, takes the screen from Hanshaw. Lewis in the corner, pass it all the way over. Pass almost broken up by Lewis. Lane has it. It'll be a foul.
Should be the second on Baker. After he missed the first steal, probably should have just played solid defense after that, but still looked to try to get a steal. Ends up getting called for the body, his second foul.
So Lewis will inbound here for the Pointers. 4:12 left to play. Feeds it down.
Good find.
That'll be Austin Evans' first bucket of the night.
Good play design there to get Evans to lay up inside. Back to a 5-point game.
Baker will hand it off to Heath. Over to Everhart. Haithcock has it. Everhart drives in, kicks it to Baker. Washington Courthouse working the ball around. Haithcock will drive in. He'll put up a shot. Can't finish, and it'll be an offensive foul on Haithcock.
Good job there by Braden Hanshaw, just getting there and waiting and then taking the contact. First foul on Haithcock, fourth turnover of the quarter. The fifth turnover overall for the Blue Lions.
So Lewis will bring it up for the Pointers. Fake screen from Hanshaw. Over to Evans. Evans tries to feed it in. It's blocked by Shajewski. Evans feeds over to Lane. Over to Pope. Nice screen from Hanshaw. Evans has it. Hand off to Lewis. Loses the dribble. Ends back up with it. Still has it. Over to Hanshaw. He'll put up a shot. Close range. No good. Rebound knocked out and end up in the hands of Bryson Heath for the Blue Lions. Haithcock has it near the volleyball line for the Blue Lions.
Good job by Coach Barcher. Just let him settle down a little. That's going to be a third on Baker, a moving screen. That's big because he's played some really tough defense so far, hit a big shot in the first quarter. Aiden Osborne will check back into the contest. So will Jacoby Lindsay. 2:42 left in the first half here of game 12 of the Battle of the 740.
Lewis will feed it over to Lane. Evans. Pope, he'll drive in. His finish no good. Evans with the offensive board. They'll call him for an offensive foul. It'll be Courthouse basketball with 2:24 left to play in the first half. Courthouse working with a 5-point lead.
I'm going to say something here. There is no foul called over the back. People always yell for it. It's not as bad as it was. But that was literally just over the back because from the angle that we had, similar to the official, there was no way you could see if there was a push. It was just him reaching over top.
Haithcock to Everhart. He'll pass cross court. I get back to Haithcock. Feed it to Osborne. Loses his dribble and it end up being South Point basketball. They'll say it's off Osborne.
Yeah, the sixth turnover of the quarter, 7 now in the half for Washington. A reminder: next foul will result in free throws for the team that is fouled, as long as it's not a player control foul.
Hanshaw has it near corner. Feeds over to Hunt, back to Lewis. Pulls it back out near logo. He'll drive. Pulls up mid-range, and it's good.
Yeah,
Davon Lewis.
5 points now for Lewis. With a couple steals and assists. He's had a nice outing so far. Able to cut it to 3.
Everhart feeds it to Lindsey. Haythcock looking for it. Pass too high for Bryson Heath from Jacoby Lindsey. It'll be South Point basketball.
Just a little too much heat on that. The heat mixed with the height makes that a non-catchable ball. I believe the ball went down the stairs over here by the stage. Got to check it out, make sure it is in
Suitable
playing
for play.
Yeah. I think if you're at a place that's not a university, it's more likely that that's going to be a nasty ball when it comes back up. But usually universities are fairly sanitary.
Always got to make sure. Hanshaw, he'll drive in, put up a shot, and he'll be fouled. He'll get sent to the line.
Second on Haythcock. Going to be the second trip to the line for Hanshaw. He does such a good job of just tearing across on that, going from his left to his right, getting a quick first step. Gets
His
himself
free
to the
throw,
line.
his first free throw is good. See Shajewski check back in for Osborne. We'll see Vance for South Point check in for Austin Evans. Hanshaw set for a second free throw. It is up and good. Cutting the lead to 1 for the Blue Lions.
Hanshaw 4 for 4 at the line so far tonight. 12 points to lead all scorers.
Haythcock will bring it up for the Lions. He's pressured. 2 on him. Feeds it to Lindsey. Lindsey holding it, gives it back to Haythcock. Haythcock takes the screen, feeds it down to Lindsey. Lindsey will put up a Lindsey will feed it over, but before that, he'll get an offensive foul. Be Ethan Hunt taking the charge there.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lindsey's got to make himself into a threat, and he tried to do it there, but a really good job by Ethan Hunt of just stepping over and taking the charge. The 8th turnover of the quarter for Washington, and that's why this 9-point lead, once to an 11-point lead, is whittled down to 1 with less than 40 seconds left here in the half.
Lane has it. He'll feed to Hanshaw. Down to Vance. Back to Hanshaw. He'll shoot. In and out. Rebounded Haythcock. He's got 2 on him. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it over to Heath. Haythcock has it, and you'll expect South Point to hold for last shot here.
Correction, Washington.
Courthouse, excuse me. Heath will have it. He'll drive in. Kick it. That'll be Robertson's shot, no good. And it'll be South Point basketball.
Yeah, at some point you've got to have someone besides Haythcock be a big threat, or else they're just going to double, as they've been doing on the last couple trips. Robertson tries to knock down the mid-range, but just a little long.
So 5.4 seconds left. Let's see what South Point has to draw up here. Lewis will take a screen. He'll drive in. He'll put it up. Can't finish as time expires. 24-23, Courthouse over the Pointers as we've reached halftime. You're watching the second annual Battle in the 740 Ohio High School Boys Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business. plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
We've reached halftime here from Waller Gymnasium at Shawnee State University for our capper of the second annual Battle Series, the Battle in the 740. Washington Courthouse Blue Lions currently holding a 24-23 lead over the South Point Pointers after 2 quarters. Kenneth Hay along with John Bruce. What have you seen so far this game?
It's been a nice matchup inside between Braden Hanshaw and Noah Haithcock. The only problem I would say for Washington, the turnovers, but they also picked up some foul trouble there in that second quarter as Haithcock picked up 2 fouls and then Baker with 3. That third one was big because it was just on a screen. It was a good call also, but I've been impressed with what I've seen from Devon Lewis. Ethan Hunt hasn't scored, but he's played well. Took a big charge there late in the half. Ethan Lane with 2 or 4 points. But it's been Hanshaw and it's been Haithcock, and Chavetsky as well has played well for the Blue Lions. So it's been a good game overall. The 8 turnovers in the quarter, just way too many for Washington. So if they can control that, they should be okay here in the second half. But, for the capper here on the tournament, we got a nice even matchup. Glad that, we've had this opportunity. The Battle Series has been well ran. It's only been a couple minutes behind today, and it was really just because of how hard fought that Minford and Hilliard-Davidson game was in game 2 of the day, which thankfully didn't go to overtime, or else it would have thrown things off a little bit as well. But this has been a good series. Second year they've ran it here down at Shawnee State. Shawnee State, their athletic director, Seth Luca, has been great for us, has done everything we needed. Opened it up here on Friday, and we were able to get set up. You ditched us on that. But, yeah, we were able to set up on Friday, get everything, and then leave everything down here, which we can almost never do, just because, it's safe and secure. It's well done here. I've had some help. Malachi Roselle from South Webster came over. Only a high school junior. Thought he did a pretty good job
Great
for
kid.
us. Yeah, in the first 2 games for us here. You've called 4 games here. Dewey called 6 as well. So it's been a pretty good weekend down here overall. We appreciate any subscribers or viewers as well. Our series of sponsors as well that always help us run our live streams. You watch our commercials. Glockner, Glow Fiber, Ohio Health, Par Mar, Wendy's, Willie & Son, Tomlinson Insurance. We just get all kinds of extra help. Ohio Health, obviously. But, it's made things to where we can do this and also if we don't have any viewers, we're not doing it. So we appreciate any viewership as well. So if you can help out our sponsors, you've seen some new sponsors as well here for the Battle Series event of sports. I know Subway, I know we've mentioned Wendy's, but also the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group is a big one for us as well. So I believe the Ripper was one. Hopefully they are, because if not, I just shouted them out. If not,
Portsmouth Brewing Company.
Portsmouth Brewing Company, Holiday Inn down here in Portsmouth as well, another one. So we appreciate all the sponsorship. It makes things possible. The Battle Series, Battle of 7-4, I believe. I know they did the Battle of 614 in the girls' side. I believe they also have a boys' series as well coming up later on. So anytime you can get out and watch a whole lot of good basketball, which this has been high-quality basketball as well. We've also, part of the deal here is we're picking the game MVPs, but we have to interview, and with how well ran this is, with how quickly things are going, we've got a ton of help from our Derek Webb and Brock Netter have came down, done the interviews, and helped us out down here as well to make things all of this possible throughout this. So hopefully we get a good last 16 minutes. And as someone who's been on the call for all 12 games, hopefully it's just 16 minutes. And we don't see any overtime presented by Perfection One. But speaking of overtime presented by Perfection One, me and Dewey will be back at it tomorrow night in the downtown studio. The show will be on YouTube on Tuesday. We'd appreciate any new viewers there. We'll talk about some of the games down here and some other games last week. Also, on Friday nights from the downtown studio, you can catch Christian Spradlin, coaches Jaron Cox and Matt Hoops on the Coaches Call-In Show, which is live from the downtown studio.
Presented by Haynes.
Presented by Haynes Total Health Care in Chillicothe. Good job picking that one up. Good job. Yeah, so, and then anytime you see us out at any games, we'll have interviews presented by a variety of sponsors, which are all available to find on the Sosa Ohio website, sosaohio.com. Anytime you want to see any of our articles, they are on there. You can find them anytime. I'm not sure we'll have anything written on this, but you'll see all the interviews and whatnot from these games available on YouTube as well. So it's been a great 2 days. Like I mentioned, should be a great last 16 minutes here. 24-23, Washington with the lead. You got anything to add? All right, so just throwing it out there. So Noah Haithcock with 10 points, leading the Blue Lions. The junior has been really good, 5 rebounds as well. Braden Hanshaw leading all scorers with 12. The difference,
I'd say defense.
Yeah,
that's what picks it up for the Pointers in the second half. They brought that double onto Haithcock, really making Courthouse uncomfortable. And quickly before the second half starts, what would you like to see from Courthouse to see them be more comfortable and get in a more flowing offense, even with the defensive pressure that has been brought by South Point since the second quarter?
Yeah, you got to be able to find someone to make some shots from the outside, or else it's going to be easy to keep that double team action on Haithcock. I think for the Pointers, I want to see that defensive intensity keep up, but also if you can find a second scorer here, I would like to see if you can get something from Hunt offensively. Could make things pretty interesting down the stretch. But we only got a 1-point game. Like we mentioned, we got Dewey on camera. Should be a fun last 16 minutes here.
And it's underway as it'll be Blue Lion basketball to start our second half with Baker. As he loses the dribble, he'll get it. He'll hand off to Everhart. Feeds it over to Haithcock.
Lane getting into him deep here, 25 feet from the basket.
Szajewski looking, can't find the pass to Haithcock. Hanshaw ends up with it. He'll drive baseline. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. It'll be Lane. His finish is good.
May have gotten away with a shuffle there, but does a great job of finding the cutting. Ethan Lane, first lead in quite some time for the Pointers, 25-24.
Baker once again heading the offense for the Blue Lions.
Physical play out top by Landon Vance.
Almost a steal from Lewis. Courthouse winning the ball, and it will end up being a steal for Vance. As South Point has the ball, Ethan Hunt has it. Looking to feed the ball, he'll get over to Lewis. Heath on him. Good cutoff by Heath, not allowing the drive baseline.
Yeah, good defense there by the junior.
Hunt has it, far wing, feeds it down to Hanshaw. Pass ends up in the hands of Ethan Lane. Back to Hanshaw, near corner. He'll go to work, loses the ball, ends back up with it. Feed over to Lewis. He'll pull up mid-range. No good. Rebound Haithcock for the Blue Lions. Baker has it. He'll push it and eventually pull it back and wait for his team to join him down court. Good fight through the screen from Vance.
Yeah, just using the body, not getting the hands on him. Good physicality.
Szejewski pulls up, elbow. Nothing but net there for Szejewski.
8 now for the senior. Literally well, I guess Jacoby Lindsay, but the senior for Washington.
Lewis, he'll drive, he'll put up a shot. Can't finish with the foul.
It's going to be the third on Haithcock. Going to get Lewis to the line. The sophomore with 5 points so far. This will be his first trip to the stripe.
Lewis now 1 for 1 from the free throw line, as his first shot is good.
Yeah, nice touch. He's done a nice job on the dribble throughout the game. His ball handling has been excellent.
Lining up for a second free throw. He'll put it up. Also good. So 2 for 2 from the line for sophomore Davon Lewis to start the second half.
That's third lead change of the half.
South Point now with a 1 point lead. Baker thought about the three, won't take it. Vance on him. Feeds it over to Heath. Getting pressured by Hunt. Szejewski, top of the key. He'll drive in on Hanshaw. Turns around, pulls up. Mid-range is no good. That'll be Landon Vance with the rebound for South Point. Lewis drives in, saw the lane, takes it, and the foul. What a drive from Davon Lewis there.
And with our view, it looked like he almost had lost control of it on the way up. It almost just pushed it up and in instead of laying it up. Great touch there by Lewis to draw the foul. That'll be the fourth on Baker, which is huge because he's the prime ball handler and one of their outside scoring threats for the Blue Lions.
So Lewis will quickly take his second trip to the line tonight, shooting an and one free throw. His bonus point is good.
10 now for Lewis.
Brings the lead to 4 for the Pointers. Just over 5 minutes left to play. Haithcock turns it over. Lane, transition layup is good. That'll be a full timeout here for the Lions, so we'll take a break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
Welcome back here to Waller Gymnasium.
Home of the 1999 women's basketball NAIA national champions and the men's basketball NAIA national champions in 2021.
The Blue Lion basketball 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. After a huge play from Devon, Lewis forced a timeout out of the Blue Lions. Haythcock will have it. It'll be stolen by Hanshaw on the cross-court pass. He'll drive in on Lindsey, try to go to work. He'll feed it over to Hunt. Hunt's finish is no good. He'll end back up with the offensive rebound. We'll have a timeout here as Hunt was in a very vulnerable position there.
Yeah, it's going to be a 30, their last of that variety of the game. So good job saving the possession there. But once again, just going back. Right?
Defensively.
Yeah, defensively, forcing 4 more turnovers here in this quarter. Only 3 total turnovers for South Point. So the ball handling difference is very noticeable. And that's where, South Point has been able to make their way back into this game. It seemed like they were really struggling, but Baker gets into foul trouble and they turn up the heat to where it's got to be Haythcock's got to deal with bringing the ball up the court. And he's very skilled, but at the same time, I think he's more of a wing forward, maybe even a power forward, as opposed to a main ball handler. He needs to get some extra help from Heath and Everhart to help get the ball up the court. Once they get the ball up the court, they're okay. It's been a struggle to do so.
So Lewis will inbound here for the Pointers. 32-26 lead. He'll get it into Lane. Lane will drive, turnaround jumper, and it's good.
Yeah, he got a nice contest there from Haythcock, but good shot from Lane. He's got 10. 3-pointers now in double figures with Lane and Lewis.
Lewis gets his hand on the ball, knocks it out. Everhart gets it back, feeds it all the way over to Shajewski. He'll drive baseline and finish.
Good find, good aggressive drive. 10 points now for Shajewski.
Lewis will go to work, spin around, feed it back out to Hanshaw. Driving baseline and finish.
It's a beautiful finish. Driving baseline, finishing with the left. Back to an 8-point lead for the Pointers.
Dangerous pass there for Haythcock. Gets it to Heath. Over to Everhart. Everhart will drive and lose the ball. It'll be Hanshaw ends up with it. He'll feed it forward. Haythcock gets his hand on the pass. Ends back up with it. Lindsey.
Only the 4th turnover for the Pointers.
Blue Lions will have it again. Everhart has it near side. Heath driving in, feeds it back to Lindsey. A little bit of a dribble handoff, and we'll have a foul. That'll be on number 22, Landon Vance, I believe. So it'll stay Courthouse basketball, excuse me.
Yeah, just try to jump in between there, just a little too physical on the play. First foul of the third quarter, and now we're going to see a return from Austin Evans. Good minutes from Landon Vance.
Bryson Heath will inbound for the Blue Lions. As they try to answer against the South Point pressure that has been brought. Lindsey has it top of the key. Hand off to Haythcock. He'll pull it back, feed it down to Lindsey. Over to Shajewski. Driving, crossover, pull up, banks it in.
Once again, whatever it takes. Use a glass if you have to. 13 now for Shajewski.
Lewis fakes the handoff. He'll drive in, feeds it down Evans. And Everhart will get his hand on the ball, so it'll stay Pointer basketball with 2:41 left to play as they hold a 36-31 lead over the Blue Lions. They'll opt for Braden Hanshaw to inbound it for them. Feeds it in to Hunt, back to Hanshaw, going to work, out back to Lane, three-pointer, no good as it'll be Blue Lion basketball after the ball rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to keep the pressure on. Hunt shot just to the right of the rim.
Haythcock has it.
Yeah,
Evans
good call.
Tight on him. And he'll get called for the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
So the big thing there, what you saw Landon Vance in the half court is he's very physical, but he's doing it most of the time with just his chest. you can get away with a lot more using your body. But as soon as you get those two hands on, it should be an automatic call, and that's what it was right there, as Austin Evans just got two hands on the ball handler.
So out of the stack, it'll be Haithcock ends up with it. On the sideline, out of bounds play. Keith feeds it over to Everhart. Lindsay, top of the key, feeds it down to Shajewski, but the pass is broken up by Hanshaw, and it'll be South Point on the break. Hanshaw will take it himself, can't finish. Everhart with the rebound. Shajewski, he'll drive, try to feed it over to Heath and gets it there. Lewis gets his hand on the ball, almost a steal as Haithcock will run it down. 5-on-4, and a three-pointer from Justin Everhart.
Yeah, it started on the other end as Everhart got a block on that layup from Hanshaw and then splashes the triple down to a 2-point lead now. What was once an 8-point lead, back-to-back triples, has cut it to 2.
Lewis will drive off the screen, can't finish. Rebounded by Shajewski, pushing it up the court. He'll drive on Evans, go to work. Pass it back out, Haithcock, his three-pointer. No good, it'll be South Point basketball with 1:23 left to play in the quarter.
Got a good look. But you have to think that the amount of pressure and physicality that Haithcock's getting has got to be wearing on him a little bit, as opposed to times where he's able to bring it up himself, or to not bring it up himself, to just get involved in the offense.
So Lewis will bring it down for the Pointers, holding a 2-point lead over the Lions as ball is pressure and knocked out of bounds by Bryson Heath. It'll remain South Point basketball. Have Ethan Lane, long inbound to Davon Lewis, and he'll bring it up again. Heath putting good pressure on the ball. They'll get it over to Ethan Lane. He's top of the key. Passes back to Lewis. He'll drive. Can't finish, and Lindsay will get the rebound. Hands it off to Haithcock. Down to Heath. Heath looking. And they'll wait for Haithcock to come down the court, and he'll end up with it around the volleyball line. Takes the screen from Lindsay, drives in, elbow. Heath, near corner, feeds it down. It'll be tipped out of bounds by Hanshaw. It'll remain blue line basketball.
Hanshaw, who's got 4 steals, gets his hand on yet another pass.
Bryson Heath inbounding. Feeds it into Lindsay. Haithcock takes the screen, feeds it over to Shajewski. Lindsay, Hanshaw playing off of him. Kicks it out. Shajewski, three-pointer, no good. South Point will rebound, push it down the court. Ethan Lane. He'll drive, loses the dribble, but they'll call a foul. I believe that'll be on Shajewski here.
I believe that's 2. They're late in the third. Good time to get Haithcock an extra break, even if it's just 20 extra seconds. Give him a chance to get off his feet for a few seconds before the fourth.
So after the inbound, Miller will feed it to Lewis, and he'll drive. Kicks it out. Three-pointer, no good for Ethan Lane, but put back up by Hanshaw, no good. Shajewski loses the ball, gets it back, throws it up, no good. 36-34 South Point as we've reached the end of 3. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
What's up, guys?
36-34 as we reach the final quarter of play in the second annual Battle in the 7-4-0 here at Waller Gymnasium at Shawnee State University.
Yeah, it's a big third quarter for South Point, but not as big as it was. They ended up winning the quarter 13-10, but it was 13-4 before back-to-back triples for Washington were able to cut into this lead. Give themselves a chance here in the fourth quarter. A lot of foul trouble. We'll see when they go to Javin Baker. He's got 4 fouls. I think you don't want to wait super long, although he picked up his 4th very quick there.
Miller will drive in. He'll put up a shot. Can't finish. Well, the foul here.
It's going to be on Justin Everhart.
We'll stay Pointer basketball as they're holding on to a 2-point lead over the Blue Lions. We'll have Ethan Hunt inbounding.
It's a good aggressive drive there from Cameron Miller.
Lane can't bring it in. Heath has it. He'll pull it back over to Haithcock. He'll drive in. Ball tipped by Miller. Haithcock gets it back. Heath, Everhart, corner 3, up. No good. Lane advanced with the rebound. Hanshaw will bring it up for the Pointers. Haithcock on him. Dribbling around the logo.
With no count, he can be out there as long as possible.
Now Vance will hold it. Lindsey on him, kicks it over to Miller. Back out to Hunt. Hunt has Lindsey on him, drives, kicks down. Can't finish. Landon Vance is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Just go away from him. Foul was called on Chajevsky.
Chajevsky, and then I believe we'll have a technical foul. So Vance will shoot his 2 free throws off the foul.
This is a good call, actually, watching it back. Yeah, he called a push after the foul. I think what he thought it was something verbally, but no, it was just a little push away that just wasn't really necessary.
A little bit of scoreboard.
That's me. That was me.
Issue real quick. We'll correct that. As Vance
misses
both.
So I'm guessing they will send, Hanshaw to the line. And that's one of those situations where, like, let's say Vance hits both with the 4 shots coming. He probably just stays at the line. But now you get your best free throw shooter to the line.
As Hanshaw will shoot the first technical free throw, and he makes it.
It's got to be strange to shoot him in almost a silent gym when it's a game.
His second technical free throw up, and no good. He is now 5 for 6 from the line tonight, I believe.
But that's a killer for South Point. You have a chance to add 4 points, and you get the ball. We'll see what happens here. We'll get the scoreboard corrected overall.
Lane feeds it over to Lewis. He's doubled. Everhart and Heath putting pressure on him. Finds Hanshaw. Vance kicks over to Lane. South Point working the ball around as Hanshaw. Back to Vance, back to Lane. 2 on him. Lewis. Be knocked out of bounds. Will remain South Point basketball as they hold on to a 3-point lead with 6:25 left to play. Be Ethan Hunt inbounding for the Pointers. Out of the stack. Hanshaw will get it. 2 on him. Feeds it down to Vance. To Lane. Down to Lewis. Back to Vance. Swarmed. Hands off to Hunt. Baker on him with 4 fouls. He'll drive in. Won't take it. Down to Lane. Lane with Everhart and Haithcock on him. Finds Vance. Down to Hanshaw. Hanshaw will drive and finish.
Good find. Good cut.
39-34 Pointers with 5:47 left to play in the final quarter. Krzyzewski drives. Shot up. No good. Rebound Hanshaw for the Pointers. Lewis will slow it down. Baker on him. Has to be careful. Drives in. Almost finishes, but it can't roll in. Heath has it for the blue lines. Over to Krzyzewski. Driving baseline. Turning around. Loses the ball. It's on the ground. Fought over. Heath ends up with it. Kicks it over to Everhart. Lane gets handled the ball. Knocked over. Haithcock. Over to Heath. Corner 3 up. No good. Krzyzewski offensive rebound and 1.
Big time play for Krzyzewski.
Great effort.
Yeah, just the effort to just continue on. And it's going to lead to
a timeout.
A 30-second timeout from Washington. I think it's a good one. Just
giving your players a break.
Yeah, because right now you're probably going with the same group for the rest. You've got to try to get Haithcock as many breaks as possible because you can tell he's gassed at this point. But a good look. Krzyzewski with a nice putback. He's got 15 with a chance for 16 now at the line. He's 0 for 1 when we come back. This was a 5-point lead down to 3.
What a game to cap off our night.
Yeah, it's what you want. You want a good matchup here for the final matchup. One that's going to be nice and competitive.
Once again, great weekend down here.
Yeah, you can watch all the action back on our YouTube channel, which you're on right now if you're watching this. So you can watch all the action back. Any of the other 11 games of the weekend, they all had some sort of standout performance in them. And, it's been well put together here at the Battle Series, Battle of 740. And that's why, Shawnee State, who's done a great job of running this, that's why.
Go Bears.
So. Yeah. You are a Bear, aren't you?
I am a Shawnee Bear. So Krzyzewski at the line, shooting 1. Free throw is up and good.
16 now to go along 7 boards.
Krzyzewski finishes the 3-point play as South Point has it. Krzyzewski on Hunt, and they'll call him for the foul.
His 4th. So some major foul trouble now. That's the 4th on Krzyzewski, 4th on the team. So any foul from now on, South Point will be shooting free throws.
Hanshaw will get it out of the stack on the inbound for South Point. Crosses over, gets down court, working on Haithcock.
Good low
hands
cross.
It off. Hunt. South Point taking their time here, finding the best shot as Hunt will drive in and can't finish the layup as it rolls in and out.
It might have been too easy of a layup, and he misses the bunny.
Haithcock, ball tipped. It'll remain Blue Lion basketball as they'll say it was off Hunt.
Yeah, that's the right call. The near official had the call. Initially, they got together, and when you get together, you want them to get it right. Ultimately, they do it there.
So Haithcock inbounding, 4:22 left to play in the game. Gets it over to Everhart. Everhart has it. Lewis on him, feeds it over to Heath. Lewis gets his hand on the ball, but it'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Lions.
Good hustle there. South Point not in any foul trouble. 4 fouls for Baker and Krzyzewski and 3 for Haithcock for the Blue Lions. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Up for Heath to inbound into Haithcock. Has Lane on him. Down to Krzyzewski, but Hanshaw gets his hand on him. Be roll almost all the way down the court as Heath will track it down. Heath, excuse me. Has Hunt on him to Baker. Over to Shajewski. Everhart with Lewis on him. Haithcock. He'll go to work. Feeds it all the way over to Baker. As Vance will cut off the drive for him, and the Washington Courthouse have to work the ball around again. Down to Haithcock. He'll go to work. He has 2 on him. Over to Everhart. He'll shoot a corner 3 and connect.
The third 3 of the game for Justin Everhart. Does a good job of getting repositioned after the entry pass. Good find from Haithcock.
Gives his team the lead 40-39, 3:17 left to play in the game. Lewis has it for the Pointers. Hanshaw almost loses the ball. Working on Haithcock. Vance goes screen from Hunt, ends up with it. He'll drive. He'll put it up. No good. Be rebounded by Hanshaw. Offensive rebound. Puts it back up with the reverse and lands it in.
Beautiful play there by Hanshaw to just keep that alive. 19 for the senior.
Heath has it. Hands off to Everhart. Baker, top of the key. Vance on him.
We're going to see a foul here. That one's going to be on Lane. I believe that's his third.
41-40. South Point, 2:30 left in the game. 2:29, excuse me.
Yeah, that 1 second could be big later on.
We've seen 1 second
Yeah.
matter before. So Heath inbound to Everhart. He'll shoot a corner free from where he made the last one. And this one can't connect. It'll be Lewis with the rebound. South Point. Lewis has a Heath on him. Fakes the handoff, drive baseline. Haithcock with the steal. We'll have a timeout here. With 2:12 left to play, it'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband. Get it together.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
41-40 the score here in Waller Gymnasium at Shawnee State University, as we have a close one here with 2:12 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's been a nice back and forth contest, a nice play there by Noah Haithcock. It ultimately is the next to last time out for the Blue Lions, but he makes a steal, saves the possession.
Courthouse working through South Point's press. Baker will get it down to Heath. Heath feeds to Haithcock. Has Lane on him. Shajewski over to Baker. Down to Haithcock on Lane. And he'll finish with the foul. Send him to the line to shoot one more.
Yeah, it's just really good action there. A good cross screen to get him down into the block. Good find from Baker. Finishes through the contact. Another lead change. That's a big score. The fourth foul also on Ethan Lane, which could be a big moment here later in the game as well. So he's got 10.
So Haithcock at the line with a chance to extend the lead to 2. Shot is up and no good. It'll be Vance with the rebound. South Point down 1 with 1:45. Lewis, he'll drive. He'll put up a shot. No good. It'll be rebounded by Heath. and Haithcock will bring it down for the Blue Lions. Justin bobbled the pass, and it'll be an over and back.
And that's unfortunate that they were running their stuff pretty well there. That's the first turnover for Washington here in the fourth quarter, and that's one of the reasons why they've gotten back in this game. A lot of turnovers in the second and third.
We'll have a timeout here for the Pointers. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
.125 left to play here as the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions hold a 1-point lead over South Point.
Yeah, we'll do a little game reset real quick. Washington with 1 timeout remaining. They also have the possession arrow. South Point with 2 timeouts. South Point also has 1 foul to give, but the next time Washington fouls will result in free throw attempts for South Point.
Lewis has it for South Point. Feeds over to Lane. Dribbling the ball around, gives it back to Lewis. He'll drive, pull back. Down to Hanshaw. He'll go to work. He'll put it up. Can't get it to go. It's bobble around. Offensive rebound. Hunt ends up with it. It'll be Vance. Back to Hunt. He'll take the screen from Vance. Feed it over to Hanshaw. Hanshaw dribble handoff to Lewis. Spinning. And he'll pull it back out. Another screen from Hanshaw. Tries to find him on the roll. Cannot. Lane will drive in, loses the ball. Heath ends up with it. Shajewski on the break, puts it up, and finishes. Another timeout. We'll stay here for this one as there's 36.6 left to play. Courthouse with a 3-point lead over the Pointers.
Yeah, a big steal leading out to a run out for a layup. You know, we're going to fix the clock one more time, hopefully.
And what a better matchup to ask for to cap off a weekend of basketball like this.
Yeah, it's been an outstanding weekend. They've done a good job of getting these teams together. 36.6 to play, 44-41 is our score. Once again, hopefully this will hold for the final time. But, yeah, nice run out there. Chivetsky adds on to his his team high of points.
And for both teams so far, just defense turning into offense. That has been the story of the game, and that is what has led this game to be back and forth and so close with so many lead changes even in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, we saw it appeared that South Point had kind of taken control of the game. It was because of being able to force turnovers like they were. But that's kind of flipped here in the fourth quarter. 3 turnovers for the Pointers, only 1 for the Blue Lions, and that's why the Blue Lions have gotten the lead back. 36.6 to play. I mean, South Point hasn't shot the ball particularly well from 3, only 1 made 3. But I would like to see them attack the basket here, try to get to the line, maybe get a 3-point play, but at least you maybe force the hand of the Blue Lions and force them into a foul.
Hanshaw finds Lewis on the inbound after defensive pressure from the Blue Lions. He has it. He's dribbling around. He'll drive in. Loses the ball, and Baker will end up with it on the ground. We'll have a timeout to save possession, I believe. What a defensive play once again.
Well, and you know, we talked about the turnovers and whatnot. That's Javin Baker, who's had 4 fouls, hasn't played a whole lot in the last 2 quarters, is able to make a play there, reaching in without fouling, getting the steal, and then making the heady play, calling the timeout on the loose ball. And
that's defensive IQ there,
yeah.
Knowing you're sitting on 4 fouls, knowing you can't press too hard, just seeing your opening, taking it, and taking advantage.
Yeah, and it's a really heady play, and you know, only a junior, didn't play a whole lot of varsity last year, if any. So making a heady play early in your varsity career is just going to pay off later on. Now, for South Point, you can still pressure a lot here because it's, you know, you have a foul to give, so you can maybe be more physical, but also with that foul to give, you have to know there's a possibility that it could take a lot of time, so you want to be very physical here. But the heady play by Baker saving the possession, so they still have the possession arrow, so if they get tied up. But Washington has to remind their team, no more timeouts, cannot call one, can't get a technical at that point.
26.5 left to play. Blue Lion basketball. It'll be Bryson Heath, the junior, to inbound. He'll get into Everhart, who will be fouled. That'll be Colton Lehman Spurlock on the foul, the senior.
Yeah, I think we're kind of arguing for a jump ball there, but you don't really want a jump ball because then that's going to run even more time. So the foul's not the worst thing there.
They had one to give, and now it'll be Haithcock inbounding. 24 seconds left to play. Gets it into Baker. 2 on him, and he'll be fouled. That'll be on Vance. That'll send Baker to the line.
I believe that's 3 on Vance. This will send Baker to the line for the first time tonight. I will say, though, he's likely got some wind to him because he hadn't played a whole lot here in the second half. He's going to be one of the only players out there that should have their full legs under him.
So Baker will shoot 2 with a chance to extend the courthouse lead. Currently up 3 points over the South Point Pointers. His first free throw up and no good.
So for South Point, you still have a timeout. You still have the chance that you can drive down even if he makes this.
Baker's second free throw finds the bottom of the net. Makes it a 2-possession game for the Blue Lions. Ethan Hunt, he'll drive in, spinning, puts it up, no good. Rebound bobbled around. It'll end up in the hands of Hanshaw. Falls over, back up, keeps his dribble, gets it over. Shot up from Lane, no good, and Haithcock will bring it in as time expires. What a game to finish off our night. Washington Blue Lions 45, South Point Pointers 41.
Yeah, a great come-from-behind effort for the Blue Lions to finish off the night, as you said, to finish the battle in the 7-4-0. A really nice win. Roman Shaveski will be our game MVP for this final game with 18 points, 7 rebounds to lead the Blue Lions. But you also got a really nice effort from Justin Everhart to hit a couple big, 3 big threes. And then Noah Haithcock, 12 points, but just absolutely gutty performance for him. Had to handle the ball probably more than he's ever handled the ball in his life. Did a great job of kind of controlling things late and making it to where the Blue Lions, with only 1 turnover in that fourth quarter, ultimately able to pull off the come-from-behind win here to finish off the battle series at Shawnee State. For South Point, you have to look at Braden Hanshaw, 19 points, an outstanding effort from him. Davon Lewis had a nice game overall as well. So, you know, Ethan Lane and Lewis each finished with double figures. Once again, just a really good game to finish our weekend here at Shawnee State for the Battle Series.
Once again, what a great curtain call to what has been an excellent weekend. I'd once again like to thank the Battle Series for giving us the opportunity to stream these games. These have all been 12 wonderful games, all entertaining. all very good calls in my opinion, and just the opportunity that we've gotten has been amazing, and they've been nothing but help to all of us.
Yeah, it's been outstanding. Shawnee State's been great as well. So, we appreciate the opportunity to do this. We appreciate all the sponsors. Really, we appreciate everything we've gotten to do here at the series so far. So, like you said, if you want to take us home.
Thanks for watching. 12 games have come and gone. The Battle Series in the 7-4-0. You're watching Ohio High School boys basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.